Hey everyone, it's Ryzen.
And Liz.
And this was a weird freaking game. It's basically both teams tried to lose the game. I mean, it's the only thing I can justify. Like, the Ravens tried to give the game away, the Patriots gave the game away. They were like going back and forth at the end of the game. I don't want to win. Here, you win. No, you win the game. It was the weirdest thing in that fourth quarter.
Fumble, turnover, interception, fumble.
It's like both teams were trying to lose the game at the end of the game.
The fourth quarter was a mess.
The Patriots were competitive. Their offense actually looked very good. Not that that matters anymore, because Jones just blew his knee out, or ankle out, on a meaningless drive. Whatever. Parker was good in this game. He started the game with a 30-yard catch. Of course, win, then committed a freaking penalty. Of course he did. Ravens immediately score on their first drive. They had that stupid shovel pass to Andrews. They do that all the time. It's hard to defend. You really got to stay in your zone. It's so easy to get drawn in by freaking Lamar's running. Patriots get a field goal on their next drive. Patriots third drive. The Ravens don't do anything on the next drive. The third drive for the Patriots had that idiotic sequence of a draw play on 3rd and 9. Or 3rd and 12. Or 2nd and 12. No, it was 3rd and 12.
You have notes. Didn't you write that down?
Yeah, it's 3rd and 9. Yes, I have notes. It's 3rd and 9. They did a draw play. I don't understand or why. And then Mac throws to a check down to Bourne on 4th down. Parker's wide open. Like, it's a walk-in touchdown. Jones was awful in this game. His play was terrible. There were times when he was fantastic, and other times when it was just like, dude, are you a professional football player? Like, what is going on?
You want to know what it kind of reminds me of, or who it reminds me of?
It's like that.
Like Carson Wentz. When he's really good, he's good. When he's bad, he's bad.
Horrible.
Mac had flashes of that today, in my opinion.
He was incredibly inconsistent.
When he was hot, he was great. When he was bad, he was bad. And now he's injured.
Badly.
To what degree, no one knows.
He's badly injured. At best case scenario, he
twisted his ankle really bad, but it looked worse than that.
Whatever. Ravens didn't get intercepted. Just an awful throw by Lamar Jackson. He was fantastic in the game, but there was a couple of times when he lost his mind.
Yeah.
That was one of them. But for the most part, he was very, very good. Probably a B+, A- game for Lamar.
He had 5 touchdowns, so it was a good game.
Not perfect, because he had the bad pick.
Other than that, pretty decent
can't
game.
Can't ask for much more. Patriots use RPO on the next drive. Finally doing something interesting. They get a 16-yard run from Stevenson. And then Mac Jones follows it up with a touchdown run. When Mac was scrambling, he was fantastic, bizarrely.
Yeah.
The Patriots actually take the lead.
He scrambled a couple of times and he was good.
Not that it matters, because the Ravens immediately scored to Andrews. The Patriots couldn't cover Andrews at all. Not having Kyle Duggar in this game was a massive problem.
Right, because if he was in the game, he probably would have been
Probably
on
would have been on him, and he wouldn't have had quite the game that he had, in all likelihood.
Yeah, it definitely was a big difference.
It is what it is. You have to adjust, and they didn't. Patriots then have a really good drive to end the first half. They basically only have 30 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts. They get to field goal range, kick a long field goal. It's good.
And then they follow up at the start of the third quarter with
touchdown.
Another good drive.
Yeah, the touchdown drive with a great catch by Parker. 2 great catches by Parker. Parker was fantastic. He caught 150 yards in this game. But
after that was when the game went downhill.
Touchdown run by Harris. But before that touchdown run by Harris, Mac should have been picked off for a pick 6. Another "what the hell are you doing" play.
Yeah, he had a couple of throws that were
just bad. But whatever. Then the Ravens proceed to adjust by just running all over New England, which shocked the hell out of me because the Patriots have been number 3 in the league against the run. And it was largely with running backs, which is just bizarre.
Yeah, it's almost like the defense adjusted at half and then
they started blitzing more too, idiotically.
Which didn't work, and I think that was part of the problem because last week when the Ravens played the Dolphins blitzed like crazy and
it didn't work.
It didn't work
at all. I will say for Baltimore, you got to take more pressure off of Lamar because he took a bunch of really hard hits in this game.
Yeah, right at the end there, his ankles were twisted in a way that looked scary.
He's going to get killed. It's not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. Ask Cam Newton. It's not sustainable gameplay.
Michael Vick got killed. Teddy
Yeah,
Bridgewater got killed.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you have that kind of play style where it's that aggressive, where your quarterback is your running back, Lamar's gotta. They gotta have a better. They gotta be able to run the ball better with their running backs.
That's what it is.
They did well today, but they're not consistent with it.
No, they lean on him too much.
They lean way too much on Lamar.
Yeah.
Next drive, Mac throws his awful pick. He literally steps up and throws it to a Raven. Look, Mac gets an F today. He's bad. He's bad. He's on pace for like 25 picks. It's not good. Anyway, the Ravens do get held to a field goal. It's 31-20 at this point.
The end of the game was just
And we are in the
craziness.
fourth quarter, basically. We get, Parker with a great catch. You get the fourth inches where Mac suddenly turns into Lamar Jackson and scrambles all the way to the left and finds an open man. Just crazy stuff. They get a touchdown on a run to Stevenson, go for 2. Looked like they got it, but nah. It was a lateral, but Stevenson was already down. It looked cool, though.
It did. It was a good effort.
But anyway, then the Ravens fumble.
Don't matter, though. They won.
Like I said, both teams just trying to lose the game at the end. And the fumble was silly. Like, just go to the ground, dude. Like, he's sitting there fighting, trying to get extra yards after contact, after catching the ball. Just go down.
Yeah.
Inexcusable. So Pepper scoops it up. I mean, good play by Jones.
He had a good game.
John Jones had a good game, yeah. So did Dietrich Wise. Judon was okay.
Dietrich Wise was really good in the first half, and then the Ravens adjusted on offense, and then he didn't do as well.
Of course, the Patriots do nothing with the turnover because Mac Jones decides to throw it up into the end zone inexplicably on 3rd down instead of taking a field goal, which would have made it a 2-point game because he doesn't know the goddamn situation. Like, I mean, what do you want? What are we supposed to say? Like,
yeah.
The situation is field goal, 2-point game. Another field goal, game win. Know the situation. 9 of the Ravens scored anyway, so it wasn't going to matter. But Brady always knew the situation. You have to know especially when there's a free rusher on a 3rd down play, and the play is hopeless. You airmail the ball, you kick the field goal, and you live another day.
Even Jackson did that in this game on that one drive.
Yeah,
he just threw it away.
You got to know.
That's something Mac still hasn't picked up quite well yet.
That was the one free rusher that the Ravens had basically all game. The line was good, except for wins penalties, but even his actual blocking was solid. Yeah, the Ravens get held to a punt. It's a 22-yard punt. And then the Patriots look like they have a chance. Aguilar makes a play and decides, I don't like the football, so I'm just going to drop it.
It kind of reminds me of last year. Was it last year when Harris fumbled twice and they lost both those games? I would suspect that Aguilar may be seeing a little bit of the bench.
He may be seeing less playtime after that.
I would think so, because they lost 2 games last year because Harris fumbled away the games.
It's just...
So...
Look, when you're running up,
you can't just put the ball like this in your crutch.
Out. Like, what are you doing?
You gotta hold it like this.
At least he had it in the right hand towards the sideline because Peters had to make an acrobatic recovery. But still, dude, they're gonna punch the ball from behind. It's what they're gonna do in that situation. Either hold it with both hands or watch the Titantron. It's right in front of you. It'll show you the guy behind you.
Yeah.
Just boneheaded, not being aware.
It's the same thing Harris did, and what happened to him last year.
So, anyway, the Ravens put it away at that point with the Jackson touchdown run.
The Ravens also got
point,
severely injured in this game.
Oh, yeah, they got crippled.
They lost 2 left tackles. Their right tackle got hurt. They lost a guy on defense. On top of all their other injuries they have right now.
The Patriots got one more drive, but all they've succeeded to do is basically end their season by getting Jones injured for the rest of the year, so...
Yeah, obviously we'll find out once they start releasing information.
He's done.
You can't make that assumption right away. You can't. There have been no x-rays done. He literally just got off the field 10 minutes ago.
I would be surprised.
But you can't say it's season ending without the proof.
Well, even if it's not season ending, if it's IR, that's 8 weeks.
Well,
you're going to play...
It depends on what type of IR, though. It's usually 4 weeks with the return designation.
Well...
Depends on how bad of an injury it is.
Either way, that's not good.
They're the bye for the team too. I think is like the middle of November.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
They got 5 games in October.
I mean, you got the Packers next week. That's a winnable game. The Packers are not. They're crippled on offense. They just lost Sammy Watkins. They have no receivers.
Yeah.
They make our receiving core look elite right now. Okay, so obviously you got Rodgers, so you can elevate guys, but I think it's a winnable game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not if you don't got your quarterback.
Right.
Then you're screwed.
Yeah, Brian Hoyer's their backup.
And last time he played,
bad.
He didn't understand what the clock was.
He was bad.
Remember in that
year.
Chiefs game?
Oh, bad. Remember that?
And everybody said, why didn't you start Stidham, the rookie or the young guy?
Well, they do have
That's not good.
So Hoyer, if Mac does go on IR, their backup is the backup would be a rookie they drafted, which I don't think the kid's
He's
any
not
good.
going to start. That'd be Hoyer.
Yeah, Hoyer will get the start if that's the case.
And he's very limited, to say the least. This was a frustrating game because this was incredibly winnable.
Oh yeah, they certainly could have.
Like the Patriots had this game really in hand for a lot of it until they just made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. They are not built to play like that and win.
No, they haven't been for a long time.
And the sad thing is they got the Ravens to make the mistakes to put this game away.
Right.
And they didn't capitalize.
Right. They did what they were supposed to and didn't.
But, and I don't know. Frustrating game. The Ravens did try to give it away at the end, but we gave it away more, so
yeah,
it's just
pretty much.
I don't know. The fourth quarter was just nuts.
It was just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Just trying to lose. I never seen anything like it.
Even Tucker missed an extra point in this game.
Yeah, missed an extra point at the end of the game.
He donked the upright.
But whatever. The defense can't give up that kind of yardage, though. That's insane.
I mean, we could do a preview video, but it would have to be like Thursday.
Yeah, we're not covering the Packers game. We're not around. Not that there's anything to watch it now. There's not no quarterback, so. Oh well.
You don't know that though.
Okay.
You're putting all your eggs in one basket.
I would be surprised, Liz. He was hopping off the field.
I would be too, but I don't want to make assumptions until we know the details.
Okay, whatever. All right. We will see in a couple weeks for, I don't know what they play after the Packers.
I'd have to look. I don't remember.
I usually only look one game
I think
ahead.
it's like the Lions or something. Lions or Bears or one of those teams.
I don't know. I don't think it's a playoff team. If they lost Mac, they're barely a wild card team. But whatever. This is Verizon. We'll see you.
Liz.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks.